Assalamualaikum. So this is another topic. Okay, still fall into the numerical descriptive measure. So before this, we already learned on the measure of central tendency, measure of dispersion. So next is the measure of position, where in here we're still dealing with the group and ungroup data. So as you can see that when you are talking about the position, okay, is which the position that is the particular value, data value, has within a given data set can be identified. So as with either type of the measure, this is more than one approach to define such measure. So we have three different measure of position here. We have quartile, we have percentile, and also standard score. But it's only covered in your syllabus. We are dealing only on the quartile value, where in the quartile value we are going to learn on the interquartile range, box and whiskers plot, and also 5 summary number. Okay, so the quartile is a type of quartile which divide the number of the data point into the 4 or more less equal part of quarters. So meanwhile, for the box and whiskers plot, it used to show the spread and the center of the data. So it is one of the graphical representation of the 5 summary number. So meaning that from the third one, 5 summary numbers that we can obtain from our data set, we can represent it by using, or we can present it by using box and whiskers plot. So basically when you are talking into these two measures, they are linked to each other. Okay, for the 5 summary number is an overview of your data. So the statistic needed on the 5 summary number is the smallest value, the largest value in the data set, the median value or the median value, the first and the third quartile value. So we have 5 number summaries. Meanwhile, for the interquartile range, so it tells you that the middle 50 in the data set. So while the range tell you where the beginning and the end are in the data set. So the IQR show you the book of the middling value lies. So interquartile range can be obtained by the subtraction of the third quartile with the first quartile. Okay, meanwhile for the quartile deviation, third quartile minus with first quartile divided by 2. Okay, so the third quartile involved here in the measure of position, we call it as the first quartile, second quartile, or sometimes people call it as the median value. Okay, and then third quartile. For the ungrouped data, the first quartile position. Okay, remember we are talking about the position. So how to obtain the position value? For the first quartile, we are dealing first with the ungrouped data. Okay, so the first quartile will be n plus 1 divided by 4. The second quartile is the n plus 1 divided by 2. It same goes with the median value. And then the third quartile will be 3n plus 1 divided by 4. Okay, meanwhile, okay, let's do first the example here. So we have the ungrouped data. Then the next thing, same goes, the step involved here, is same goes as the step involved in the median calculation. Okay, the median value calculation earlier. Okay, so arrange the data according to the ascending and descending order. Okay, to this step, the function of this step is that to make your number identification nanti tu senang. Okay, bila dah once you are calculating the position value nanti tu. Okay, then next is calculate the quartile position. So the first quartile, 10 plus 1 divided by 4. Where you get 10? 10 will be represented by the n, sample size. Okay, then we'll get 2.75 position here. So 2.75, it falls into 2 and third position here. Okay, so dia nak dekat-dekat dengan 3 sini lah. Okay, to obtain the value 14 here, 14 kan, 2 kan. So 14 plus 0.75, 15 minus 14. So we'll get 14.75. So the step continue for the second quartile and also the third quartile. Okay, benda yang sama saja. Then next is the calculation of the quartile for the group data. Okay, So there is a difference. For the ungrouped data, you have to add up 1. For the group data, we don't add up 1. So n over 4, n over 2, and also 3, n over 4 for the third quartile. Meanwhile, in order for you to obtain the quartile value, you have to use this formula. Okay. So what does this value mean? So LQ1 meaning that the lower class boundary of the first quartile class. Okay, then n over 4 is the first quartile position. Summation of the Fm minus 1 is the cumulative frequency before first quartile. Summation of F is the frequency of first quartile class, and then C will be the class size of the first quartile class. Same goes with the second quartile. Okay, quite similar to the median punya formula. So LQ2 will be the lower class boundary of the second quartile class. N over 2 is the second quartile position. Summation of Fm minus 1 is the cumulative frequency before second quartile class. Summation of F will be frequency of second quartile class. C will be the class size of second quartile class. Okay, so for the third quartile, LQ3 will be lower class boundary of the third quartile class. 3n over 4 is the third quartile position. Summation of the Fx minus 1 will be the CF before third quartile. Summation of F will be the frequency of third quartile class. C will be the class size of third quartile class. Okay. Okay, then next. Okay, let's do this example. So the first quartile, so what you have to do is here you have to find the summation of the F. So 14 plus 28 plus 6 plus 2, so will be 50 here. Okay, dia kata interquartile range. So interquartile range, nak tak nak, you kena find the quartile 3 minus quartile 1. So quartile 1 first, okay, started with the class quartile 1. Okay, find the cumulative frequency first. So 14 plus 28. So you will get 14 plus 28. So you'll get 42. 42 plus 6. So will be 48. 48 plus 2 is 50 here. Then position value here. 1 until 14. 15 until 42. 43 until 48. And then 49 until 50. So calculate the first quartile position. Okay, first quartile position will be n over 4. So 50 divided by 4 will be 12.5. 12.5. So 12.5 falls into this value. Okay, so 1 here. So first quartile is 1, and then third quartile, so 3 and divided by 4. So 3 multiplied with 50 divided by 4. 3 multiplied with 50 divided by 4. So will be 37.5. So will be fall into this value. So your third quartile will be 2. So the interquartile range will be 2 minus 1. Okay, 2 minus 1, so will be 1. So quartile with the deviation 1 over 2. Alright. Okay, let's say we have the group data with class interval here. So the class will be 6, 8, 8, 10, 10, 12, 12, 14. So this value jangan bubuh 7.9. No need. Okay, salah macam tu. Sebabnya dia dah already, ini maksud dia 6 or less than 8. Dia maksud dia macam tu. So kita alter balik dia, kita dapat 6, 8. Alright. And then find the cumulative value. So 5, 12, 18, 20. Okay, and then position value. Okay, so 1 until 5, 6 until 12, and then 18 until 13 until 18, 19 until 20. Okay, here will be 13. Okay, then calculate the Q1. So n over 4. So total up here is 20 over 4. So you will get 20 over 4. So we'll get 5 here. So 5 falls into this, the class lah. Okay, the mode class. Mode class pula. Quartile class here. First quartile class. Okay, and then masuk kat dalam dia punya formula. Quartile will be lower class boundary of the quartile 1 n over 4 minus with the summation fm cumulative before the quartile class, and then frequency class, quartile class 1, and then the class size of the first quartile. So you get here, we will get 6 plus 5 minus before is 0 lah. Okay, and then frequency of the quartile will be 5. Multiply with 2. Dia punya jarak dia with dia 2. Okay. 10 minus 8 equal to 2. Okay. Then will be calculate the value. 5 divided by 5 multiply with 2 plus with 6. So will be 8 here. Okay, then calculate lagi lah the value tu. Okay, and then go to the interquartile range here. Okay, then next is the 5 summary numbers. So maximum, minimum number, first quartile, second quartile, and third quartile. For the ungrouped data, so kita boleh directly identify je lah. For example here, so the maximum number is the 46, the minimum number is 7, and then first quartile through the calculation. Kita calculate lah. Ini kan the first quartile ni. Second quartile and third quartile kena through calculation. Tak boleh directly tengok terus daripada sini. Kena through calculation baru dapat detect lah. Okay, the value for the group or ungroup data lah, either one. Okay, then kita akan summarize lah dia dalam bentuk yang macam ni untuk 5 summary number. Okay, then baru kita convert dia kepada ataupun kita nak present dia by using box and whiskers plot. Okay, so from here kita started what is the meaning by the X1 value. So maksud dia first quartile value, dia maksud dia about 25% of the data is lower than the X value and about 75% is above than the X value. For the third quartile, 75% is above than X value and another 25% is below than the X value. Maksud dia ini adalah first quartile value, ini adalah third quartile value. Okay, this is how you explain lah the quartile value. Okay, okay. Then kita represent by using the box and whiskers plot lah. By using, please use the graph paper lah to draw the box and whiskers plot. Alright. Okay, for example, let's kita construct kita punya box and whiskers plot. Okay, starting by identifying, dia dah bagi dah lah 5 summary number here. Okay, then draw your own scale using the paper lah. Kalau kat sini the highest number is 46, the lowest is 7. So let's say kita gunakan yang 7 as a lower number. So 7, 7. Okay, 7, 7 is 14, 21, then 28. And then 35, 42, and then 49. Okay lah. Okay, so scale memang kena sama. Bukan scale according to the data ni tau. Kita kena letakkan scale dia equivalent ataupun dia tally lah supaya nanti bila data kita masuk nanti dia punya scale tu okay, ngam-ngam. Sebab kita nak tengok the distance nanti. Okay, so next thing is starting with identify the the minimum value here. So minimum value here will be 7. So will be fall here. And then the maximum value is 46. So 42, 49, 7. So sini akan jadi 45. So 46 will be estimated around here. That's why I ask you to draw by using graph paper so that you can estimate the value very well. Okay, and then the first quartile is 14.75, might be around here fall. Okay, and then the second quartile is 24, 21, 27. So sini akan jadi 24 lah. Okay, estimated 24. Then 38, 35, 6, 38 here. Okay, then draw a box. Okay, between the first quartile, second quartile and third quartile for the box. Okay. Meanwhile, for the whiskers, kita just tarik dia je lah. From the minimum number to the first quartile and from the maximum number to the third quartile. So label it Q1, Q2 and Q3. Minimum number and then also maximum number. Okay, don't forget to put a title here. Alright, so done. This is how you identify you develop ataupun you construct your box and whiskers plot. Okay, alright, so these are the example exercise that you can do. Okay, so the solution on it. Okay, the next example ataupun exercise yang you boleh buat dekat dalam you punya tutorial part lah dalam buku you tu. Alright, so that's all for the measure of next thing is to identify. So basically by using the box and whiskers plot also, kita boleh tengok the pattern of the distribution of the data tu, sama ada dia adalah positively skewed ataupun negatively skewed. Okay, how to identify it ataupun to detect, kita tengok macam ni. Okay, to identify, the condition of the data set, the data distribution tu lah. Okay. Kita kena label satu kat sini lah. Label on the center value. So remember lah center value kan. Okay, bila cakap pasal nak draw the value part ni. Okay, the center value lah. Kita mesti kena refer kepada the center value. Okay, next is the value from the center value, the median value. Okay, we have to get the distant value. The distant value from the minimum value to the center value. So dalam kes ni adalah 24 minus width, minimum is 7. So you will get, okay, minimum value 24 minus 7. So 24 minus 7. So we'll get 17 here. Okay, then the second one, from the median to the maximum value. Median value to the maximum value. So 46 minus with the maximum value, third quartile value is, second 24. Okay, so 46 minus 24. So we'll get 22. So the longest distance tu, dia akan menentukan your distribution of the data akan skewed ke situ. So maksudnya dalam kes ni, bila kita lukis lah kan, the centered value, so dia akan, kita tengok sini, kita lukis dengan color lain sikit. Okay, so dia akan boleh pergi ke sini, dan kalau you perasan, dia akan skewed to the right. So dalam kes ni, sebab dia paling panjang kan, distance dia compact tu, this one. So sini adalah positively skewed. Kes ni. Alright. So that's all for the measure of position. So I believe that I already covered on the measure of central tendency, measure of dispersion, and also measure of position. So therefore you can proceed to do the tutorial part. So thank you.